All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders, great millstone, who teach very well, where I learned this truth from, and salutation out there to the hopeful elect, who continue to push this word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, Shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And today, just basically getting on the times that we are in. We are in the times of prophecy. And one of the signs of prophecy that we're seeing is the devaluing of the money. And we already know Esau did with order out of chaos, because the plans what he doing is actually is laying the groundwork for the bigger plans that he have ahead, man. Because again, the falling of the U.S. dollar is ultimately going to lead to a physical dollar being put inside your hand in the form of the MOTB, man. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and start off with that. Let's go to Revelations 13 and 16. Brothers know where I'm going. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And there's no coincidence. And the brother's been doing a video on it about how even in prison now, they have certain programs of basically people getting jabbed up, And it's going to get to a point when there's going to be a work release program. Then it's going to get to a point, if we could just, you ain't got to go to jail, just put this in him, and we're going to monitor you for 6 months. And after those 6 months, we're going to keep it inside you. But we ain't going to monitor you more. Man, Jake is going to fall for that, man. But the reason why is because they're going to fall for prophecy. So let's continue on, though. It says, and that no man might buy or sell. Now, let's look up that word buy or sell, man. The word buy, to be in the marketplace, to attend. Strong's G59. Great Zio.
Strong's G59. Agarazzo.
Agarazzo. It says to be in the marketplace, to attend it. It says of idle people to hunt the marketplace, lounge there. So basically going shopping, man. Let's go into the root word. Going to the word sale now. Buy. Let's go into the root word of sale.
Strong's G4453. Poleo.
Paleo, to buy or to sell. Sellers. The biz of the trade. Whatever sold. And in order to buy or sell something, a currency must be exchanged. And that currency is going to be in the form of a tiny device. It's going to tell you. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, showing you that it's not sin, save he hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Let's get this in the NLT. It says, and no one could buy or sell without that mark. And that's the spirit. These people talking about the mark in Revelations in 13 and 16. What about the mark in Ezekiel 9 and 4? In the NLT is being specific. That mark is that physical mark that will ultimately go under people's skin. Or whether in your forehead, it could be in your butt cheek, man. Continuing on, though. It says, Revelation 13 and 17, and no one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name. And again, it's going to be a 19-digit code, which is going to represent who your owner is, man. Because that 19-digit code is basically saying that Esau, which is the so-called white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of, is your master. Because this guy know the law. This guy know the scriptures, man. And he is going to bore you guys through with an all and ultimately try to make you the ultimate slave. Now, real quick, just going back into that purchasing power or that currency, because currency is going to play a heavy part in prophecy in these latter days. And that's why even in the scripture, it says money is a defense, which everybody knows that. But True defense is wisdom. That's written about in Ecclesiastes. It says money is defense, but wisdom is defense too. But the excellency of wisdom, man, totally far outsees the carnal things that Esau have to offer. But again, people in this society, they was born to just look at the small picture instead of looking at the bigger picture, man. Because guys is gonna take their MOTB for a pack of ramen noodles. People gonna take their MOTB for less for Facebook, so they can get back on the internet again, man. You know. And the reason why, because you didn't have the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shah to save your soul. So let's go ahead and get this in bankrate.com. It says, what is inflation? Here's how rising prices can erode your purchasing power. Now, real quick, let's get that word erode. That word erode, just a regular Google definition. That word erode goes back into what? To tear something down. You know? Go and do it again. Yeah, you go into the word erode. It says to tear something down. It says of wind, water, or other natural agents. How about Shemal Shah? He a natural agent, man. You know, it says gradually wear away. And that's what the Lord have been doing in the period of times, wearing away the dollar. During the 1930s, I think it's Roosevelt, if I'm not mistaken, he got rid of the gold standard. And that was a part of the money devaluing and going into the 1960s. Nixon, he got rid of the silver standard. And this, devalued the dollar even more. And under the petrodollar, it's even more weaker as the time goes on, man. Because ultimately, man, these people are not using that oil no more, man. But just going back into that word erode, let's go right here in the book of James, the 5th chapter. It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Now, one thing brothers should look at is when Wall Street fell down during the 1930s, man. You know, a lot of Edomites bugged out, killed themselves, killed their whole families. Imagine how it's going to be now. You know, yeah, it's going again when the dollar crashed this time. It's going to be a lot of people that's going to be desperate. And they're going to do some desperate moves in the matter of hours or seconds or minutes, man. You know, let's go ahead and continue on. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth in. Yes, the petrodollar, man. It's corrupt. It was pure with the gold standard because gold is something that never loses value. And even though the silver standard, it's not gold, but it still don't lose its value. That petro, ultimately, everybody got that now, man. And it's not like, for lack of better words, the world is changing to a more digital. Now, people don't go out anymore and they trying to push forth these electronic cars. So the petrodollar is going to gradually fade away as the days goes on. You know, that's why it says your garments are moth in, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. Yes. The downfall of a dollar is a witness against you, Esau, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. And it even tells us in the scriptures that gold and silver will not save you from the day of the Lord, man. So nothing that you can do, Esau, can stop prophecy from happening. Really, the things that you're doing right now is fulfilling prophecy. Even if you don't want to fulfill prophecy, the Lord making you do that, man. That's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, bro. Let's go ahead and go back into that article. It says inflation is sustained increase in prices of goods and services, which can negatively impact purchasing power and lead up to tough financial decisions for customers. Yes, because one example is a bag of chips used to be $4 for $1, then it was $3 for $1, now it's $2 for $1, man. A honey bun, I remember they used to be 50 cents, $2 for $1. Then it was 75 cents, then they're $1. Now a regular honey bun is like $2.20. Now from 50 cents to $2.20, there's more than 100% increase, man. You basically quadruple your money. But at the same time, Esau don't look at it that way. Esau looking at it as everyday life, man. Continuing on though, because it's one point in here that's beautiful. It says, Um, right here. No one wants to take a pay cut, but with inflations, but with inflation, Americans often have no choice. Yes, because there's nothing you can do to reverse this process that's happening, man. And even a lot of these people on the jobs know what's happening. You wondering why you got a raise or something like that because they know later on down the year things is going to get bad. It's only going to get worse, man. It's not like things are going to go back into 2003 and 1984 and America is just going to be revamped. That's what a lot of people are wishing for, which is not, man. This place is going to continually go down the drain as days goes on, man. Let's go ahead and jump down a little bit. It says latest insights on inflation. Prices in November rose 2.7 from a year ago up to 2.6 in October, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics Customer Price Index, the CPI. Now, again, it's a 2.7%. Now, just imagine how much it raised over the past 5 years, or even just look at the differential between the times now and the times before the pandemic. The prices is crazy, man. But again, Jake don't realize how crazy until it's too late. Until the food stamps get cut off, until until Thanksgiving, until Christmas. That's when you want to say something about how the prices is. But it's too late, man. These prices have been steadily raising up over the past couple of years, and now you want to talk about it. Now articles just talking about it, man. But this thing been happening in the background. Inflation remains stubbornly hotter than officials on the U.S. Central Bank prefer, with the federal agent targeting a 2% annual inflation rate. Now, inflation is a sign of a good economy. A little inflation is a sign of a good economy, but the inflation that's been happening after the pandemic is showing the inflation of a dying economy, man. That's why I say your riches is cankered, it's rusting, it's eroding. So throughout a process of time, it's going to get weaker, man. Again, that gold standard, that silver standard, the petro standard, it is going to get to a point until a digital standard. And that digital standard is going to be a tiny little device that will go in your skin, man. Let's go ahead and go back and finish this. Let's go to let's go to Revelation 13, Salakia, and verse 17 again. And it's like in that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the name of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Now we know that's 666, but in the Greek, there's chi, psi, stigma. Now, when you go into that chi, psi, stigma, that chi actually represents, the medical field. That's a way that this devil is going to sneak into these people. The psi represents, trying to X out your Howard shot, and this stigma represents these devils really trying to stick you with a tiny little device. And again, that will lead into the digital standard, man. The downfall, the dollar, the inflation, these prices rising up. It's no for no reason. Electronics is going down. The PlayStation 5 is going down. Cell phones is going down. But real items is increasing. Food, water, resources, man. Your electricity bill is getting higher, man. But the reason why is for the fulfillment of prophecy. So yeah, I just pray this video was edifying. I want to say call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to my apostle elders, great millstone, and shalom.